Hello, so good to see you yet again. Again in a hotel room, but this time it's not Munich, but this time I'm in fact in Zurich or Zurich. So I've just arrived at my hotel and I had the absolute brilliant idea to tell my hotel that in fact I'd be arriving early. So I got an early check-in, which is one of these big pro tips for me. If you arrive somewhere early, just let your hotel know and say, hey, look, I'm arriving early. Is there a possibility of an early check-in? I think that's a nice way of putting it. And they said, yes, indeed, there is. So I'm here a little earlier because I thought I'd kind of have to go directly to the venue. And no, I'm actually in a hotel. So what I'm going to do now, before I tell you why I'm actually in Zurich, is something way more important than, well, see for yourself. And that is, in fact, I want to just go to a local supermarket and get some water and just some snacks, because if there's one thing I really don't like is being in a hotel late at night and being kind of hungry and kind of thirsty and then just not drinking enough. And then you look at the prices in the hotel room and it's like 25 euros for one sip of water and your firstborn. You're like, yeah, no, that's probably not good. So I'm looking for that. And I think it should just be around the corner. It's gotten even colder than recently, but that's probably what happens in winter. Yeah, that worked. And the funny thing is, I always make the same mistake. I go shopping when I'm hungry, and especially if it's a city where I'm not too familiar with and a lot of good stuff I haven't heard of. Yes, but to be honest, I primarily focus just on getting more than sufficient water, because you can never have enough of that. So here's just a quick overview of the room. It's got a bed, it's got a table for working, which is great as well. A bathroom. And yeah, this small corner here, this is mine, so this doesn't belong here. This thingy bob is I do for spectacular shots. And out here is a balcony. It's not spectacular, but here's the thing, I mean, it doesn't have to. I always like functional hotels, and I always say it's like one night in, and then venue, and then back, sleep, and then airport again. So it totally works for me, and it's nice. So no complaints. Just there were like one or two rooms I showed you early on, which kind of had a bit of a touch to it. So that's why I started giving you room tours. And the other 2 or 3 hotels haven't been like the most exciting, but you never know. I kind of like doing this, and it's also like a form for me of creating some memories or maintaining memories that I'll probably kind of forget sooner or later. And that's why, by the way, this is the device you saw just now doing its work, so I can freely move around and do dramatic stuff while my phone is over there, instead of just holding it like this, because my arm does have limitations. This doesn't. So I'm at the venue, and this is a special venue. Look at this 360 degrees monitors. There's my stage, and currently we are just preparing my notebook to test it, to sound check it, and it's a magnificent place. Apparently the best space in Zurich, and I have no doubt it is. This is going to be a special keynote today. Absolutely in awe of this location. So my slides are working, as you can see back there. What a venue. And now, next step, sound check. So sound check done as well, worked like a charm. And yeah, now gonna wait a bit until it's my turn. So what I'm actually doing, I'm holding a keynote at the Swiss Insurance Innovation Award, and I'm holding the keynote there, and it's a huge honor. And I'll be talking about what I call moonshot thinking, which means the ability to talk about ideas which are so great, so large, so bold, long before they're fully thought through, and obviously heavily inspired by the great JFK. And then I'll be adding a couple more insights to thought patterns I fully believe in help you to think outside of the silos, outside of the boxes you mentally live on, with the aim to inspire people to talk about ideas way earlier than they actually currently feel comfortable. So it's about half an hour to go until the event kicks off, and I'm backstage and look at this place. It seems like a jungle or something. No idea what else is going on here, but I like it. And it's that moment when everything gets tingly again, and can't wait to be on stage. And then again, it's kind of the last minutes when your mind starts to race and the excitement level goes up, and it's all about trying to kind of focus and calm down and whatnot. And on the other hand, I want to be there and deliver energy, and I shall. Fun fact is, I'm going to be speaking about moonshots, as I may have mentioned, on the 60th anniversary of President John F. Kennedy's assassination. So today is the 22nd of November 2023. So you can also see kind of, it's probably always like a week after I do these jobs that I put these videos online. So yeah, interesting day to be talking about JFK. And yeah, I hope I deliver his thoughts mixed with mine in the way he would see fit. So no pressure on me. Okay, so back in my hotel, and how did it go? It was awesome. So here's a couple of things I kind of observed today. You know, also looking at some of the videos I did in the past, I always say I'm super nervous before I go on stage. I am super nervous before I go on stage, and the last like 2 events I was maybe even a little more than usual. I don't know what it was, and sometimes if I don't sleep that well and whatnot, it kind of gets more. I always handle it, and the interesting thing is no one ever notices it. But I spent the last couple of days really digging deep up here and looking for techniques that could help me be on a more comfortable level earlier on. Because very often when I get nervous, like my body kind of tenses up and my breathing is not where I want it to be. And I start kind of going stronger on the inside than actually enjoying the first 2 or 3 minutes. And I want to be a little more in the moment. So I spent a lot of energy the last couple of days on just kind of focusing on that. And I found a technique, a breathing technique, and there's like a ton out there. But interestingly, I used ChatGPT for this and had a longer dialogue between it. Said, look, I'm a professional speaker and blah, blah, blah. And this is the thing. And it showed me a breathing technique, which I tried today. So I worked on it the last couple of days and kind of tried to wrap my head around doing it and when to do it and how to do it. So it took some practice. I used it today and it was miles better. And the technique is really simple. It's called 4-7-8. So the idea is you inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. You hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds, and you repeat that a couple times, and it really helps you calm down. And that's something, because I needed something that you can't, not something you do in a yoga studio while hanging upside down, but while being on stage, while being in front of hundreds of people, while performing, while talking, that I could do. Which is not easy because most of these techniques are like lie on the ground and huff and puff. You can't do that on stage. So I kind of rehearsed that mainly in my head, and I did it today. And it was so good. And yeah, I don't know if you can Google it, or probably you can Google it. If not, and you're watching this, just comment down below there and say, look, how does it work? And I'll post it, how it works. But that was a real game changer for me. And
it did not impact my actual performance for the viewers, but it definitely changed it for me, because I was like, before going on stage, I was just like, okay, this is going to work and I am going to enjoy it like from the first second on, let's go. And boom, there I was.
And having to look at my performance, my client came to me and said, look, they got 100% good feedback. And I know it's like, you know, everyone probably says that, but I got this feedback, and it was I haven't spoken that often in Switzerland today. I haven't spoken that often in Switzerland in the last couple of years, and I got tremendous feedback. And so I said early on, I'll try and bring across a performance like where good old JFK, if you were to ever look down, go like and hear me quote him, to say, yeah, that is okay. And I think I might get an that's okay from him. And yeah, now I hope you like this as well. And don't forget, like, I'm at this level on YouTube where it's still so early days that I seriously celebrate every single like, every single subscription, and every single comment. Now I don't want to seem needy, but I'm just saying, hey, it's a team effort. So that would be amazing. I would love that. And now I'm going to do what I always like doing, is I'll get some pizza.